everybody! In this video, you'll learn about comparison operators in Python. The agenda of my video will be understanding about comparison operators and the types of comparison operators that are equal to, not equal to, greater than or equal to, less than, and less than or equal to. So let's get started. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to open that Python training project that we created in PyCharm. So here I've opened up that project in PyCharm, and first let's talk about the equal to operator. So let me just declare a num1 variable and set this to 10, and then we'll have a num2 variable which is going to be set to 20. There we go. Now we'll have an if statement which you don't yet know about. And of course, we will discuss this in one of my later videos. So for now, I'm just going to write that if statement. If num1 is equal to, so these two things here, equal to num2. That means 10, that is here, 10, num1, 10, just take this as, let me just write it. I don't know. So comment, we are just saying if 10 is equal to 20. So this 10 is pointing to num1 and this 20 is pointing to num2. So is 10 equal to 20? No, it's not equal to 20. So if this condition is true, okay, then we are simply going to print. You don't know about this print statement yet. Like I said, I'm going to explain that. Not in this video, in a later video. So print, I'm going to print out if statement execute. Wait. Let's just say first statement executed, not executed. There we go. So if this is not true, so else we will just print out first statement not executed. First statement not executed. There we go. So now, actually, when we run our program, we will get first statement not executed. That's because the thing that we have done over here, we have said if num1 is equal to num2, which it's not, this is not true, so it's not going to bother this. It won't do anything to this code. It won't execute it. Instead, it will jump to the next statement, the else statement. I'm explaining a little bit about these conditional statements here itself. So it'll jump to the else statement, and then the else statement will get executed if the if and the elif conditions are not true. And I've not included elif here, but you will learn about it. So else, and then here print, we print out first statement is not executed. Okay, that means that it is not equal to num1 is not equal to num2, then we'll say first statement not executed. Very clear. So next, let's talk about the not equal to operator. So you do that by exclamation mark and an equal to sign. So this is kind of like the opposite for an equal to operator. It checks if num1 is not equal to num2. That means 10 is not equal to 20. Is that true or false? It is true. So what do you think will get printed out? So this is going to get printed out because this statement is true at the moment. So it'll say me first statement executed, and the code inside of else will not get executed. So this thing, it'll just get skipped. So there we go. Let's go ahead and run this thing. First statement executed, exactly what we expected. So this statement is true, so it says first statement executed. Very straightforward. Now let's talk about the next operator. So it's the greater than operator. So greater than, just put the greater than symbol, really simple. So greater than simply checks if the value, if num1, that is the value on the left, is greater than the value on the right, that is num2. So num1 is currently at 10, right? It's at 10. Its value is 10. Whereas num2, its value is 20. So which one is bigger? It's num2. So num1 is obviously not greater than num2. So this again is going to get skipped now. And then it'll come to the else statement and it'll print first statement not executed. So let's check if that's what we expected and exactly what we expected. Again, the greater than operator checks. I'm explaining it again so that you don't get confused with the next operator. It checks if the value on the left is greater than the value on the right, which is not true right now. So it won't print this here. So actually, let me just explain the statement a little bit. So num1 is 10 again, num2 is 20. So 10 is less than 20, right? 20 is greater than 10. So this statement is not true. It'll jump to the else statement and it'll do print first statement not executed. There we go. So the next operator. Do not get confused with this operator and the greater than operator. It's the greater than or equal to operator. Did you understand by the name itself? So this just checks if the value on the left is greater than or it is equal to the value on the right. Okay, so but this still is going to return false because num1 is not greater than num2 and it's not even equal to num2. It's 10 and num2 is 20. So now if I was to run my program, it's just first statement not executed. But if I change this to like a 10, now these both are equal. Okay, so this equal to here is for that. If you don't include this is just greater than. So greater than or equal to, and now we should get first statement executed. But if we don't have this thing here, we get first statement not executed. So be careful. Next, it's almost the same, just that it's the less than operator. So let's do less than. You people should have already understood, as you guys guessed. It just checks if the value on the left is less than the value on the right. Let me change that back to 20. And now actually, when we run our program, it says first statement executed. That's because this if statement or this if condition is true. Num1 is less than num2. The value of num1 is 10. And the value of num2 is 20. So num2 is greater than num1. And so this statement or this condition is true and it just printed out first statement executed. So there we go. And now if we include this equal to, it's the less than or equal to operator now. And now we run our program. And before we do that, let me just explain what this does. So it just checks if the value on the left is lesser than or it's equal to the value on the right. Right? So currently this is just going to return first statement executed because num1 is actually less than num2. So now we were to make num2, like for example 5. So no, let's say 2. And now run the program, it says first statement not executed. That's because right now this statement is false. So num2 is less than num1. Okay, num1 is not less than num2. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it equal to, make these both values equal. So now first statement executed, and that's because we have this equal to symbol over here. So that is why we got first statement executed. So now with that, I hope you have understood about comparison operators in Python. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.